I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into some of the stuff that happens in here that it doesn't properly explain. Like when you go to name your character, you don't even know your powers yet.
Oh.
Then you name your superhero persona.
Yeah.
You don't even know your powers.
So I can say Flying Man, and I'll be like...
Super speed or something.
Whatever, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you you have a preset list of powers in this game. And it doesn't tell you what they are until like 2 pages after you name your character.
Okay.
So,
okay.
There's that. Okay. Greetings, my nice. 'Tis I, Sir Broseph here, and today we are going to be playing some Heroes Rise to Prodigy. And I'm here with this guy. Say hi.
Sonic, give it to me! Ha!
We're never letting that go.
Nope.
Never, ever, never.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Toby is gonna be making all the choices for this story.
Sorry.
And voice acting his character.
And narrating.
Yeah. And then I'll be voicing other characters. And maybe he'll voice some of the other characters too. Who knows? We're getting started.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Part 1. Legend has it. Chapter 1.
Yes.
Wow. Homeward bound.
Yes.
A helicopter blade slices through the air inches away from your face, filling your nostrils with the smell of burning metal. You don't have time to process this, however, as a ball of flame unfurls in your direction.
Oh no.
You leap onto a neighborhood rooftop and tumble around a smoldering chunk of engine. Today was supposed to be your day off, but when you saw a news chopper... What? I get it. Okay, when you saw a news chopper careening out of control above the city, you couldn't just stand by like a common pedestrian.
No way.
As you pull clear of the wreckage, you see that the ejected pilot floats high above the rooftops from a parachute, one that is crawling with licks of flame. It won't be long before the parachute burns through and the pilot drops hundreds of stories to his death. So how are you going to save him?
Are you going to rip up the cables that run along the roof and use them to lasso the pilot down? Use the zip cord from your wrist holster to reel in the pilot? Or forget the pilot, he'll be able to steer himself onto one of the rooftops. It's much more important to stop the burning wreckage from falling to the busy streets below.
The cables. What? How would that even help?
Use them to lasso the pilot.
Okay.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
I think it does.
Okay,
Yeah,
use the zip cord from your wrist. What does that even mean?
Holster. You have a wrist holster that has a zip cord in it, and you can use it to hook on.
Why?
And reel them in.
Since when?
I don't know. It says
Since
you do.
just now?
It says you have it.
Great.
You can use it if you want. You have it.
Forget that heckin' pilot.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Next.
You spin
No.
around. You spin around and see the severed tail of the helicopter teetering on the ledge. You rush back across the roof to stop it from falling, completely forgetting about the chunk of fuel-soaked engine that you dodged before. As you approach the helicopter tail, an explosion rocks the engine. A blast of heat hits you full force, searing the skin from your bones. Well, that sucks. As your vision fades to black, you remove the virtual reality helmet and end your 3D gaming experience. F you. You blink several times to adjust to the sunlight in the room, which pours in through the sleek glass windows. Then you look across the conference table at a buttoned-up executives eyeing you.
So what do you think? They really ramped up the graphics, right?
She blurts out.
Oh, don't spoil the surprise. Take the game home for your full report. You can collect your advance from the front desk on your way out. Thanks as always.
You are Virtuous Reality's best game tester, but this executive still doesn't know your name. You force a smile and remind her that you are...
A guy or a girl?
A gal.
Are you sure? Because you're voicing it.
I know.
You want to voice a girl?
Yeah.
You're 100% sure? Because you can't change it.
I'll be doing it.
Aurelia Morgan do you want to create your own name? This is the first name, by the way. Eden?
Whatever. Yeah, create one.
Okay, what do you want to name it? He's typing now. I don't know what he's typing. There's no caps. It's gonna annoy me forever.
No, we can't do that. Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. A girl named... Okay, let's do something different.
Do the capital B.
Let's do something different.
Do the capital B.
Let's do something different.
I'm okay with blue balls. I just need the capital B. Peregrine? Are you gonna have the second name be Took?
Right. Oh,
Right.
that's you.
Yeah.
I didn't mean, I wasn't even reading that. I was just saying right.
I know. Right. Peregrine, always a pleasure.
The executive then strides out the door, no doubt on her way to a more important meeting. So you walk toward the front desk alone, thinking that you'd much rather be out there saving real helicopter crashes than testing fake ones. But hey, at least it pays the bills.
And keep you from burning your skin off from an engine explosion that actually happened in the game.
Though not very well.
It pays the bills.
But not very well. You think as you accept a deposit for $100 at the front desk. Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah.
Adding this amount to your bank account brings you to a grand total of $2,100. Not exactly rolling in dough, are you?
I'm not.
That was weird. You push all thoughts of money from your mind as you exit into the bustling streets of Millennia City, nestled on America's west coast between Los Angeles and San Fran. Millennia City is the shining beacon of 22nd century progress, not to mention the city you've called home for your entire life.
Nice.
You step into the crowd next to a woman whose skin is covered in fishy scales, each one reflecting a different color. You suppose this might surprise some people, but not you. NYC has finance, LA has entertainment, and DC has politics, but MC has heroes. It's the power capital of the country. A fact you're reminded of as a sonic boom pulses through the air. You look up to see twin blondes rocketing across the sky. We're the blonde boys doing what blonde boys do. A cloud of smoke left in their wake. You sigh, knowing that you belong up there with the legends instead of down here with the masses. These days, 1 out of every 3 people is born with powered abilities, and pretty much every one of them wants to be a hero. Especially now that powered heroes have eclipsed movie stars and music icons to set the standard for an A-list celebrity. You'd also love to be flying home right now, considering that you have the power to fly. However, after one too many gruesome mid-air collisions, the Department of the Regulation of Powered Resources, DRPR, designated the skies for government-licensed travelers only, so flying is definitely off-limits for you. But do you let that stop you?
Absolutely. Government would enforce the law, not break it. Or of course not. I was born to fly, no matter what the law says.
Yeah, we're flying.
Do it, dude.
Yeah, we're flying.
Oh yeah, by the way, you have a stats screen that tells you whether you're...
Liked.
Yeah, it tells you all sorts of things, like whether you care more about fame or justice, being lawless or being lawful, being offensive or defensive, being a soloist or a team player, and your relationship with a bunch of characters that you don't know yet.
Great.
You have a legend level of 0, by the way. Oh my god, I clicked a lot of stuff.
I'm not the legend.
No, you're not.
That hero.
I am not legend. So you want to fly?
Yeah, we're flying.
Boom.
Which
You're
is
not
gonna...
Will Smith, bro.
Wait, show stats now. See what happens.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I thought so.
You got 7% lawless from that one action, dude.
Yeet.
Got him.
Why on earth would you take the metro away when you could be careening through the air, cutting your trip to a fraction of the time? Sure, the cost of transportation has grown insanely cheap since the Big Sur fusion plant was constructed, and the economist Maria Prisco calculated a cure for inflation. But that doesn't stop the metro away from taking forever during rush hour.
Very true.
Dang, got the cure for inflation? That's incredible.
Yeah.
Even though it would be very bad to get caught flying illegally, you've been soaring around MC ever since you could crawl fly. Wow. So you know all the best routes to keep yourself hidden from view. Stepping into a deserted alley, you leap into the air and tense your muscles to kickstart your flight powers. Most people think flying feels like floating, but you know it really feels more like swimming. It takes a lot of muscle control and endurance. Luckily, you've been training for years, the way a runner trains for a marathon, so you can fly today without much trouble. You pull upward, feeling gravity work with you instead of against you. You hear
That voice crack, yeah.
It's the morning.
Yeah,
Jeez.
we just woke up like 10 minutes ago-ish. I'm looking at the clock, it was more like almost an hour
It was like
ago.
an hour ago.
Yeah, but we didn't do anything in that time.
We ate.
Got him. Continue.
Keeping close to the cover of the rooftops, you began to weave your way home, cruising in and out of clearings with missile precision. And when a helicopter buzzes its way through the sky above you, you can't help but smile.
5 minutes later. What do you think so far?
5 minutes later.
Got him.
Yeah, it's fun. You drop down to the street as you enter the neighborhood, MC's Eastern Fringes, which consists mostly of public housing projects, pawn shops, and liquor marts. Despite its lack of charm, the Fringes are still home, so you start to relax as you approach your apartment building.
Noise.
A loud crunch of glass snaps your senses to attention. Half a block up, you spot a body that has been thrown through the windshield of a car. A teenage boy with a writhing snake coiled around his outstretched arms stands on the sidewalk nearby. Before you can even blink, the body in the windshield leaps into the sky. It's another teenage boy whose woolly knees bend backward like a goat's. Weird. Slugger, you curse to yourself. Another animal gang fight. The eastern fringes are home to a large portion of the animalistic-powered population, widely known to have the most interspecies tension. There's an especially fierce feud between two local Ani gangs, the Cloven and the Scales.
Yeah. So essentially, just so you know, Slugger is their version of the F word.
Slugger! Okay,
Yeah.
got it. it's like oh my gods in
Yeah,
Percy Jackson.
essentially, yes.
Okay. As Goat Boy bounds through the air, Snake Boy reacts.
Yes.
His arm snakes surge forward, straightening their impossibly long bodies and clamping onto Goat Boy's thighs with their teeth.
That's kinda
Snake
like
Boy then whips his
Sonic
arms
did.
back, using the snakes as levers to smash Goat Boy into the pavement. Knowing Goat Boy won't be able to survive much more, snake thrashing,
Oh, jeez.
you run toward the scene and...
Jump into the fray, striking hard and fast, or hang back and contain the situation from a distance.
How do you contain the situation from a distance?
You have powers.
Yeah, but I don't know what they are.
Okay, it hasn't told you yet, and it's stupid to not tell you this, but your powers are flying and electricity. You can use electricity to create shields, to make power blasts, things like that.
Oh. Well,
It's stupid not to tell you this.
that would make my choice really biased.
Yeah.
I would have said just jump into the fray. So let's
that's what
do
you
it.
wanna do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's stupid that it doesn't tell you.
Yeah,
You
it's
should know.
stupid, but maybe there's a point to it. I don't know.
Okay. Boom. I've played the game. I know what happens in it.
You're on Snake Boy so fast.
He doesn't even see you coming.
In addition to your flight powers, you also have the ability to generate the wheeled surges of energy. Which power set do you want to utilize here?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense not to tell you that before.
Okay, take Snake Boy out with a focus blast of energy. Fly tackle Snake Boy like a human battering ram.
Oh.
I don't need to use my powers to end this. I have diplomacy on my side. I don't know, I'm not necessarily allowed to fly.
Technically, no. Yeah.
So,
Well, what do you want to do?
what happens if I say I don't need to?
We could try it.
Not the greatest thing.
We could try it.
Let's
Let's
try.
do it. Running at full speed, you jump to tackle Snake Boy. Before he can defend himself, your shoulder checks Snake Boy and knock him into a nearby wall.
Wow.
That's
Incredible.
it. That's a very short page.
Wow.
Why is it grabbing the I really wanted to grab that.
That's what happens, man.
There we go.
With Snake Boy diverted, you turn your attention back to Goat Boy. He's already bounding up the street, bleeding curses as he flees. Slugger. Which is just as well. Your only goal here was to stop the teens from killing each other, since getting involved is technically an illegal act of vigilantism.
Okay, he's like running away, going like slug, slugging, slugger, sluggy, slug,
Slug and
slagger,
slug, sluggily slug.
sluggity, slug.
Before any
Slugger
powered
slugger.
individual can start a career as a professional hero, he or she must apply for a powered hero license. To lessen the number of applicants, the DRPR makes the process rather lengthy and expensive. You've completed all the paperwork and passed the power
Competency.
competency tests, but you've been saving up for a while to pay the hefty application fee.
Gotcha.
So, with Goat Boy gone and Snake Boy neutralized, it's time to leave before you get into any unnecessary trouble. Is this me? No, that's not me, it's you.
Yeah, they were at it for almost 5 minutes and no one did a thing.
You turn around to find a mother and her young daughters standing on the sidewalk, both looking relieved. The mother presses a tissue to the little girl's forehead against a small cut.
They were blocking the door to our building.
The mother says,
We tried to run inside but got hit with some debris. I'm sorry, I kinda got hit with some debris. Who are you?
sorry?
I'm Dory. These anti-gang fights have been getting so much worse lately. Anyway, who do I have to thank for stopping them? Tell her who you are. The neighborhood needs to know you're watching over them. License or no license, or stay anonymous. You don't do good deeds like this for the attention, especially if it's not legal.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
Anonymous?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do anonymousness.
Anonymous.
Care more about justice than fame.
And I'm on the offensive.
Yeah, because you went hard and fast, bro.
Oh, you know who else went hard and fast? Sonic!
It's you.
I'm just doing my part to keep the neighborhood safe, you say, shaking her hand.
Well, thank you.
The mother says.
Are you a real-life-powered hero?
The little girl whispers, gazing up at you.
Oh, yes, he is.
The mother answers. Just get home safely, you say as you continue toward home, not wanting to admit that you aren't a real hero. At least not yet.
I lost my mouse for a second and didn't remember where it was.
When you finally walk into your apartment, you're hit with a familiar fragrance of flowers. That's thanks to your grandma, who is also powered. Her special ability enables her to communicate with plants, so as far back as you can remember, Grandma has filled your home with every kind of flower and foliage imaginable. Your apartment has always felt like a lush greenhouse, and you couldn't imagine it any other way. You drop your bag near the door and approach your favorite flower.
Golda, Bronzina, or Gun Metalia?
Golda!
Do you want to see a picture of all of them?
Oh, what is that from?
I don't know. Oh no, Man in the Red Mask, no. Nobody knows.
There's a man in the red mask.
I always do. You always do.
There's a man in the red mask nobody knows. There's a man in the red mask nobody knows. There's a man in the red mask nobody knows. There's a man in the red mask nobody knows.
And underneath the mask is a gentleman. I'm sorry. Okay, so
milking and drinking.
Golda.
Milking and drinking. Golda.
Golda Meir.
No, I'm telling you, Golda is from something, and I don't remember what it is.
That's a Golda.
Looks pretty gold.
Yeah. Oh, geez. I'm trying to open up the game, dude. Bronzina. So look at that one. You have to tell me which one's your favorite so we can pick it. We have to be serious about which favorite flower you have.
Wait.
The Bronzina flower pulled up all these. Let's look at this one. That's a Bronzina.
We're gonna call that the Bronzina.
No, this one's bronze. So Bronzina. There you go. That's a Bronzina.
I bet you that's Bronzina.
Okay, we'll use this. Your favorite? And then Gun Metalia.
That sounds pretty sick.
Gun Metalia.
Gun Metallica flower.
That's a Gun
Oh,
Metalia.
that's the one. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I do like that one actually. That's a pretty beautiful flower.
That's a pretty good flower.
Gun Metalia.
Gun Metalia. Gun Metalia is a silver rose from a species with metallic foliage that Grandma has spent. That's not the same.
That's
thing
not
that we just
this.
saw. Oh, it's that.
Is it this one maybe?
Yeah, it's that.
Commodore of Metallica.
Metallica?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's a misspelling in this thing, or maybe it's a completely unreal,
Okay.
not even real. What am I talking about? I don't know. Continue.
I spent years breeding. You lean in to get a whiff of the rose. Oh, it doesn't exist.
What?
Okay. You lean in to get a whiff of the rose, which always smells faintly of caramel. Another one of Grandma's unique touches.
How?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh.
What do you want me to do, Grandma?
I can do Grandma. I got a good Grandma voice.
Do a good Grandma voice.
And I just scream at the top of my lungs.
I tried!
Do you know? Okay.
I'm afraid!
I'm afraid Grand Metalia has actually crossed with me today.
Grandma says, entering the living room.
I had a knee thorner this morning, and I can feel particularly vulnerable. You know how Roses got that one
Dang. Well, tell Gun Metalia I think she's still a stunner. Thorns or no thorns, you say. Approaching Grandma. You know Grandma better than anyone, so you describe her style as...
Simple, elegant, kooky, or practical.
Elegante.
Elegante.
Grandma always wears her finest bosses, dyes her hair blonde to weekly. Where the blonde boys do what my blonde boys do. Chillin' out, relaxing, all cool. Weekly, and drips with large jewels. Oh. And elaborate brooches. You kiss her hello, then step back and point to the new video game you brought home. Another whopping virtuous reality deposit to add to the pot.
Every little bit helps. You know that.
Grandma says.
Now if only I could teach one of these little darlings to start growing money for leaves.
If anyone can do it, it's you, Gran, you
so hard
say,
to do that
walking
voice.
toward the kitchen. What are we having for dinner? I'm starving. But you stop short as you see the feast laid out on the kitchen table. It appears Grandma has already cooked your favorite meal. Whoops.
No, it's fine.
She says with a grin, hugging your side.
That voice is so hard to do.
Dang,
Are people still sleeping
I
here?
want to try it. No.
Okay, you gotta breathe in while talking.
Okay,
It's so hard.
I'll try it. 1 hour later.
Try it. Just say
No,
something.
we'll
Say
get...
1 hour later.
She's gonna say crap.
Grandma says 1 hour later.
No, she doesn't.
Fine.
Shut up. You finally push your plate away, your stomach uncomfortably full. You love Grandma's cooking, but it's usually pretty heavy. All meat. and bread and pasta, since vegetables tend to scream at Grandma when she tries to eat
That would
them.
be pretty gross.
Is this Grandma's?
Horrifying.
Is this Grandma? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well then, now that you've been eating, I can finally give you your present.
Grandma
It's hard,
says,
huh?
turning to a shelf above the table where several potted plants sit. Their leafy vines hang down across the wall and create a lush green curtain.
Wow, look back! What do you believe?
At Grandma's request, the nearest vines swing towards you. An envelope nestled between its lowest
It's
leaves.
beneath, it's between.
Go ahead! Dang it!
Grandma practically squeals, knowing it'd be useless to object. Holy crap, man.
It's so hard!
You open the envelope, which is made of silk fabric, never paper, and pull out a card made entirely out of dried rose petals. Wait, that's kind of counterintuitive. Grandma never lets anything go to waste, especially not the remains of her best friends.
What?
And while this rose card is especially lovely, you're really stunned by what's inside.
Just a picture of your grandpa's. Yeah.
A brand new DRPR issued powered hero license.
Just got the caption, you likey.
You like these nudies? For you. You read the license, double checking that the information listed really belongs to you.
Department for the Regulation of Powered Resources Hero License. Name, Sarah Green Sterling. Gender, female. Marital status, single. Orientation, since the 20... Wait, sorry.
Since the 21st century, political disputes regarding sexual orientation and marriage, the government has required all citizens to declare their orientation along with their marital status. You may think it's a bit of an invasion of privacy, but it was a required field on your application. So, you answered that you are attracted to
Men.
gay!
You want women?
No, both.
Both?
Let's be bi.
Okay, let's do it. Boom.
You're never attracted to just one type, but the last person you were with was a man. Oh man. Next, your code name is...
This is your superhero name. Now remember, your powers are electricity and flying. And don't hit enter right away because I need to make sure that it's in the proper grammatical orientation with the rest of the story.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that good?
No, it has to be...
Dash?
No.
No dash.
By McTranslehopper. Let's do Bye Boy McTranslehopper.
Bye boy McTranslehopper. Perfect name.
Just your friendly neighborhood Bye Boy McTranslehopper. Should we do a new episode now?
No, I don't, oh, maybe actually.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Okay, let's exit off. Tap. Done.